Hello, everyone. This is the teaser video for my sermon coming up on this Sunday, May 15th. And I'm not going to give you a whole lot of background of where my message is going with this because I want you guys to get an idea of kind of how my mind works. And my mind is kind of weird. But if you read scripture every day and you do your devotions, sometimes things are going to, as you read scripture, it's going to make you think of something else or bring something else into the thought process. And the way my mind works, things pop into my head and I think of different things. And I don't want to tell you the title of my sermon. I do not want to tell you. I can tell you the opening of my sermon is I'm going to actually be reading lyrics from a song. I would normally play the song, but it's probably not a group or a song that would be well received if I just played it in a church setting. Now it is a band I'm a big fan of, and I'm not even going to tell you the band until Sunday morning. But my openings, I'm basically going to read the lyrics of a song because when I read this passage, it made me think about a certain topic and made me think about this song because this song is similar in topic as the idea I got from reading the passage. So the passage I want you to read is Psalm 90. Again, Psalm 90 verses 7 through 10. Psalm 90 verses 7 through 10. And as you read that and you ponder on it, see where your mind takes you or what you think of when you read that. Because that's what I'm going to do as my opening. I'm going to tell you this. As I read this passage, my mind went to this thought process, this idea, and that led me to a song that I really like. I have a lot of different type of music I like, but this song is one I like by this group, even though I like quite a few from this group. And then as I read the lyrics of the song, I was like, yeah, this song and this psalm are talking about the exact same thing. Then we're going to look at that and then see how does that apply to our life, knowing this information that's laid out in Psalm 90 verses 7 through 10. Now, you may read this passage and get something totally different than what I got out of it. That just means God's laying on your heart a different view or a different part of the passage. But for me, it was very clear. It led me to this song I'm going to read the lyrics about. But so that's what I'm really interested in. And you can tell me after church if when you read the passage, if you got the same idea or topic or thought process that I did. If not, I read scripture every year. I go through the Bible, the whole Bible in a year, every year. And sometimes I get different things from the same passage based on a different year, based on where my life is at that point. Maybe based on what I'm going through, or just maybe on some other book or something I read, and my head is thinking about that. Honestly, those are in my book study. As we're talking about individualistic culture versus a collective culture. Now, there's a lot of times when I'm reading scripture, I'm looking at the collective culture part of it. And have I misread the scripture in the past because I read it from an American viewpoint? And then seeing how the collective culture actually lived at that time, it gives me a better understanding. So basically, you're probably the same way. Your mind's on something, and then when you read scripture that day, it seems like the scripture is going where your mind was already thinking. So I don't want to tell you the title of my sermon. I do not want to tell you the name of the song. I'm not going to tell you about the lyrics. I just want you to read Psalm 90, verses 7 through 10, and get the idea or what does that topic or what's that passage saying to you. You can read all of Psalm 90 if you want. I'm focusing on verses 7 through 10. But then we'll get an idea. If your mind thinks the same way as mine, then I feel sorry for you, and it's a very scary concept. But yeah, I know this is a kind of vague teaser, but read it and see where your mind goes, and then you see if it matches up with me this Sunday. So I look forward to seeing you Sunday, the 15th of May. Take care.